All right, folks, we're back. Gonna warm up again here. See if I can find my swing a little bit, but we're doing week one of DLud Golf's league. I think it's called the DLud Golf Best Course League. DLud's an OG veteran of the GSPro space, so if anyone has a list of favorite courses, he's a good one to follow along with. And I hadn't heard of this course. I think it's maybe an older one. He said this was one of like the coolest fantasy ones that when he originally got GSPro. I saw a Flying Fat Kid play it last night, and it looks a little bit daunting. Nope, that ball's gone for the time being. I looked right before I went live. I believe DLud's at even par of this course, so he's the person to beat right now. Up and out of it. I'm finding a pattern here. On days that I'm kind of tired and fatigued, these probably lower swing speed, less closure rate type of fades keep creeping in. I feel like when I'm fresh, that one at least drew. I feel like when I'm fresh, I probably can get through the ball a bit quicker. So I'm probably coming through a little bit slower with the face open. Then all I have to say, expectations are rather low. I'd be thrilled if I tied DLud at even. That was struck better, but I pulled it. All right, 100 on the dot. I don't know if the square missed it, but it had -1 RPMs of side spin. If I can do that most of today, it won't be too bad. That was weird. I don't know if like 5 people just came in, but my chat, it was showing 0 people. Now it says 6. I don't know if you all just came right when I just refreshed it, but I shut it down and came back. Oh. Couple 8 irons, probably a couple drivers, then we'll do it. I may start writing up my resignation for DLud pretty early here. What's up, Boogeyman? Playing Exeter currently? I saw that. I saw that you were like 6 holes in. I didn't know if you like started and stopped. I saw DLud, so he finished even. DLud had 4 birdies on the back nine. It's pretty crazy. He had 4 birdies and 1 bogey, so he shot 33 on the back. That's pretty good. I had to stop because I went live with C-Drum as he was playing. I had to stop watching, but I'm excited to watch the rest of it. I saw the notification, so I saw him from hole 1. He unfortunately said he didn't have the sound on to hear that funny intro that C-Drum did. But apparently, dude got hot on the back nine. All right. If I can do that, I'll take that. I think I just need to shut my stance down a bit more. It wasn't hit particularly well, but at least it drew. And that's exactly what we were doing with C-Drum. Lurking at stuff done around the house. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just people were busy. I wish there was a few more people. Seemed like kind of a sleepy stream. This may be another one, but I wish there was a couple more people in the chat talking trash. So it was a good amount of. We were given both a good amount of ammo. I don't think, safe to say, like I said there, either of us probably didn't have our best stuff there. All right. Move the ball back just a touch. Still said I was out to in though, but at least that drew. All right, well, it's 2 in a row. I don't want to waste too many swings here. Let's start it up. I don't really care if they duck hook. I just want to make sure if I aim right that they actually draw so I can hopefully try to eliminate half of the course. What did DLud do here for the settings? Sim tournaments. Help if we downloaded it. Castle Heights GC. All right, play round 1. Blue tees, 6-foot gimmies, Thursday pins. Normal, 3,000 feet. So that's a lot. That's going to help off the tee, but that's going to mess up some of my approach shots. I'm at like 300. So it's what, 2% per 1,000. So I'm up to 6% extra pretty much. 10 stims, calm wind. 6%, that like right there, just that altitude, that's the difference of me just hitting basically like now the entire rough is just neutralized from what I'm used to. I found it kind of crazy. C-Drum messaged me. Oh boy. Cedron messaged me after, and it was like, yeah, I watched a couple swings back, and he could like pinpoint like the two things that were like slightly off with his swing. The fact that someone knows their swing that well and can like diagnose it like that. All right, Bogeyman. I know the C and the V does work, but this was doing it with C drum too. It was doing the same thing where it was kind of having me stuck until I moved all the way over again. The other past couple times, the C and the V's been working really good, but it's seemingly getting a little bit wonky on me. Can we go that way? I don't love those trees. We'll go there. All right, baby draw, baby draw, baby draw, baby draw. Or even a duck hook. I'll take a duck hook. Well, I got my wish. Go through it. That's one of the more sizable duck hooks I've hit in a while. 47 spin access to the left, and now we're blocked out. We're in the sand. We'll try that. 126 or 127, up about 2, and then out of the sand. Let's try pitching wedge, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll catch. We'll go 9. May catch the tree. Yeah, should have gone pitching wedge. That was actually a decent strike, too. Looks good on the computer. Not sure. Really move the tee on by myself. Yeah, I just like it because for the tee shots. DLud, I was saying, I looked at your scorecard. You must really heated up on the back nine. You had 4 birdies at Exeter. Well done. I saw you shot 33, so you had 4 birdies and 1 bogey on the back nine. That's pretty wild. I think you had 1 on the front. All right. 19, up 2. It's going to come out a little bit left. What is this green doing? Wow. Like, I saw Flying Fat Kid playing this. This is not the easiest course. And DLud's the number to beat. I was saying earlier, I'm definitely not 100%, so I'd be pretty happy. Oh, we're in the deep rough. I'd be pretty happy with just a tie, but I may start writing up my resignation speech to you for week 1 pretty early here. All right, so 21%. The 3,000 is going to suck throughout this. That's another 4. So we're up to 23 and then 25. About 20 should be all right. $23. All right. We'll take it. Pars are good here. I don't think the birdies are gonna be coming by those too often, but oh boy. Well, let's hope it draws. Maybe if I move over a little bit, I'll have a little bit better angle. Sometimes I press B on accident and I can't figure out which one, if it's on or off now, but all right, we'll go here. Baby draw, hopefully. Try to come back. That's a heck of a back nine. White tees, too. Ooh, this actually may work. At least the draw is kind of back. Maybe I figured that out from 36 holes earlier. It was alternate shot, but you would have thought I could have figured that out between all those holes before. All right. What the heck am I going to hit here with the elevation now? .24 and then I'm gonna go pitching wedge. We'll go 3/4 pitching wedge. The 3,000 6% altitude is kind of messing with me. Thin, and it's not drawing. Actually, would have been a decent distance. 8 yards out of the bunker. That's like 2, and then it's up another 1. Chunked it. Very thankful that came out. All right, for par. Green's a little bright. That's better. That's crazy. That just made it a little bit darker, but it's crazy how much that makes a difference if you literally just press toggle advance and then don't change anything else. One more quick. Whew! Even through 2. Third hole, par 3, 167. Down 8. This is a terrible distance for me right now. I hit a hard 9, I guess. I'm afraid with that water long, if I hit an 8 good, with the downslope and the elevation, that's possibly no bueno. .150 shot, DLud says. Not quite. I didn't catch it great. Whoa, where'd the tracer go? Wow, that, oh no! That worked out really well. That last second spin, I'd really like to not putt this. I'm second guessing. I putted so bad with Seabrook, I'm second guessing everything right now. 6-footer, 10 stems. I pushed it, but we got it to go. Caw-caw! 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 1 under through 3. Fourth hole, par 4. Well, definitely not a driver hole, but we're going to hit driver. Nice shot. Great bird. Appreciate it, boys. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of those tonight, but we'll take them when we get them, that's for sure. Oh, I tried to give it a little extra. Stay in the bunker. Okay, honestly, that's probably a pretty good situation, because otherwise we would have been, if I actually hit that, I don't know if we would have carried that stuff, but that could have been trouble. It's going to come out way left, but 125. Out of the rough, which is going to neutralize the altitude. So I need like 115, 120. Or 125. Sit! No, I'm supposed to draw. I don't get that choke down pitch winch. I don't get how that goes that far. Try to choke down to take some yardage off, and it just goes like the same distance. All right, 29 footer, playing 30. It works its way back a little bit at the end. But I think we still need to be probably about there. No, I didn't hit it. Did not hit it. Never a chance. Too firm. Whew. Goes to show where my feel's at right now. Second guessing everything. 1 under through 4 somehow. Fifth hole, par 4. All right. Let's try to actually get this thing in the air. Ugh. That was off the heel, but it's going to work. That was very off balance. Tried to hit it hard, but that was actually, I mean, it was a pulled draw technically, but that was so far off the heel, I just pulled it, and it was trying to kind of just neutralized it. All right, 137. I think this is actually a decent number for just a full pitch and wedge. Oh, no. Wow, I crushed that. Did I hit the right club? That was a pitch and wedge that just carried 135 raw. I went 142. I haven't hit a pitching wedge that far. It's a little bit toey, so I missed it left, but I haven't hit a pitching wedge that far in a while. All right, 15 yards out of the rough. Try to hit this about 10. A little toey. We take the pars, though. We will take the pars. This is a cool course. Not a fan of that tree right there, but it's probably a pretty dumb line. But I saw a flying fat kid do it a couple times last night. The offset's a little disorienting because I can't see towards like the rest of like the right side of the course for how far offset I am. DLud, are you watching? You still watching, DLud? That was a T read. DLud, if you're watching, I would appreciate if you could reset me to tee number 6. If not, I'll just play it and I'll tee it up again out of the deep rough. But that was a tee that was going 30 miles an hour. Yeah, all you have to do, so I did it on my phone, but if you're by your computer, you go into like your league dashboard, and then it says something along the lines of like reset player to hole. So you click on that, and then you select my name, and just if you could, that'd be awesome. If you could just put me back on hole 6, I'm gonna go out of here and give it like 30 seconds, and it should bring me back on the tee box at 6. That was the same thing. I had to. Sean luckily was watching it when I was doing his at Golfies. The same thing with that drop zone. He reset me. I know I won't be able to do that every time, but it's nice when the people that run the league are actually watching it so they can see if there's any issues real time. I guess if it was like something that I was playing well and I really wanted to do, I would probably just stop right there like I did, and I would like probably message DLud and just say like, hey, when you get to it, and then maybe I would just stop there and like come back tomorrow. But that was obviously a T-ball register there. Done. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. So in theory, this should now bring me right to the tee box on hole 6. And just like that, the square's error gets corrected. Yep. Again, kind of, I guess, a good learning experience. If you guys ever have anything like that happen to you, and you're like, wow, that kind of sucks, I'm going to put it in these trees right now anyways. So that was probably a mute point anyways, but I'd rather not give up just a misread stroke when I don't have to. Appreciate it, DLud. Snappy. All right, that's lucky. I'm swinging kind of hard, and I'm hitting them relatively hard. They're just going all over the place. Negative 36 spin axis, boys. That's not exactly what we're looking for. 204. It's going to come out right. We're on a down slope. I think with this elevation, I may be able to get 6 iron there. And it's going to run a little bit more because of that down slope. Oh. Short left. That was toey. That worked out better than it should. That was a poor strike. Which makes me think if I hit that better, I probably could have hit a 7 instead of a 6. Well, this is fun. I mean, that seems kind of crazy, but that honestly may not even be enough. 45 feet, that's a long time for it to break. We'll go there. If this thing goes, I may just end the stream. If this happens to go in, 45 feet. I'll take that all day. Caw-caw! That's actually a pretty good birdie. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! That seemed like it was right at it. I don't know what I needed there for ball speed, but that had to have been pretty close. 2 under through 6, 7th hole, par 4. I don't like this rock. And another, not so much of a driver hole, but we'll try it. And we did not get it to draw. 266 in the air. This is trouble. Deep rough. What was I say? 138. So 21%. That's going to be another 28 yards. So that puts us up to 158. It's like 165. And it's going to come out right. Guess we'll try the 8. Oh, I chunked it. Go. Chunk and run, baby. Held the face open, too. For birdie. Uphill, so it's not going to break quite as much. But that thing is snapping at the cup. We'll try that. Honestly, we'll take the inner circle for a par. 26 feet. Go and break, go and break, go and break, go and break! Man. Those are just luck, but that's a couple that were pretty close. 8th hole, par 4. 385. Sorry, C-Drum, if you're either watching this or seeing this after. I wish I could have played a little bit better before. I'm not playing horrendous right now. However, this is going to be an issue. I almost don't even hate that. That's crazy, but we'll do that. We'll hit driver. What the heck? Hopefully it just comes down short left of that water. Oh, it's left. Ooh, not too bad. That felt way more left than that. 156. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Whew. The heck is this thing? I think we're good. 95 up 5. We'll go there. So we're at 100 in the deep rough. That's 21%. So 120. I think I can hit like a 110 because that altitude is going to take off. Call it 5 or 6. So I'm down to like 115, which means I want to land this about 110. Oh, well, it was 109, but that was hit horrendous. I sculled it. 53% spin, 80. Oh well. 13 yards out of the rough. Go in. Oh, no! That lipped out. I'll take the par, but that lipped out. That would have been nice. You guys still watching? You guys are getting sleepy on me in the chat. I usually like having people tell me how bad I'm doing. All right, same thing again, maybe? I'm thinking 110 shot. 117, down 3 to 114, plus the elevation. Oh, I thinned it again. Spin. Come on, pick up speed. Go. Uh-oh. The ball's getting cut off. We can't see the beginning part of this. I don't know. This is just a guess. $17. We guessed right. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! That's just dumb luck right there. Three under, back nine. Here we go. 470 par 5. Where the heck are we going? Oh, all right. Still playing DLud's, very nice, appreciate it. Lay triple bogey. Draw. Oh, wow, into the deep rough. That sucks right there, folks. Now that's an extra 40 yards. That extra 2-3 inches into the rough, now it's an extra 40 yards, and it's going to come out super far right. Well, it's going to be a 3-wood, and we're going to have to aim like here to account for that 10% right. Actually, I don't even know. We kind of have an opening. I don't even know if 3-wood's going to come out of here great, but I'm going to try to make up some yardage. That sucks too. I mean, 263 raw. That was 281. It's just a bad spot. Great putt. Appreciate it, Steven. That was lucky. To be fair, I did have a little bit of recon on this course just from seeing Flying Fat Kid play it. Not much. Not that I remember the holes, but it was more so just knowing that it was kind of more narrow and somewhat daunting on some of these shots. Toey. Oh, no. That shot's so far right. I thought I aimed far enough left. Wow. 222 raw carry, and we got 145. 39. All right. What do we have? We need to land it like right here. 33. 34. Sit. Ugh. It's actually not a bad shot from there, and this is for birdie, but that would have been nice if it stayed. Man, today has been a day of just putts that just continuously snap on me. We'll try that. 11 feet. I feel like every putt I hit earlier with Seagram, it was just like this. Oh, we almost had it. I even pulled it a touch too. 11th hole, par 4. Wow, the greens. Where the heck are we going? I mean, is this dumb? No way I'm going all the way over there to the right. I just got to make sure I carry this. This may be dumb, but we're going to do it. I'm just going to swing hard, and hopefully it draws, or at least just carries. Flying Fat Kid had to have taken this line. Unless, am I going at the wrong? No, it's got to be. That's the hole, because usually that's the same thing on course where the dog legs, they account for so much more distance. I'm like second guessing seeing 376, but I actually aimed at the right hole, but I think it is. Uh-oh. Well, at least it's dry, I think. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, it didn't draw, if you were wondering. Are these just... I can't even tell. I don't know if this is sim drop territory or not. 5 and B don't even help. I mean, there's like a collider down there. What's the call here, boys? Do I hack this out or I take a sim drop? Fly Fact was in the water, was he? What would you guys do here? We're only 100 yards. We're 87 yards, down 5 in the deep rough. I just don't know if it's coming out of here. Like, if I take a shot here and it goes 2 feet, then I would have been wishing that I just took the sim drop a stroke earlier. Or is this worthwhile to hit this? I mean, there's no colliders up here. I think we just hit it. I'm not even going to move it. We're just going to go dead straight. I'll go a little bit right because it's going to come out left. Oh. Nah, we'll just go dead straight. I'm just going to hit a pitching wedge. C-Drum got us out of these situations before. Let's see if I can do it. That hit so many trees. Give us a shot. Oh, no. Literally right behind the tree. We should have just sim dropped. Now we're in the same spot if we would have sim dropped, and I'm right behind this tree. But it... Oh, no, it does. I need to go over here, I think. Here goes the scorecard, boys. Okay. I scolded the ever-living you-know-what out of that. But we're hitting 4 into a par 4. We're going to drop a stroke. But if I get inside the inner circle for a bogey after those 2 shots, 26. We're in the rough. This course has a lot of... This should be like semi-rough or almost fairway. It's going to come out left. Wow, that was firm. That was a firm bounce. That was close to what I wanted, too. All right, we got to make a putt. Otherwise, this is a double. And it looks relatively straight. It's slightly downhill. I think I like that. 13-footer. Scorecard's been gone since the first hole. That's funny. What were you saying? Did I have a spot to drop to? I didn't even check with the sim drop. I was just wondering what I should have done there. I don't know. Hindsight, I probably should have just sim dropped. I don't know where it would have put me. I didn't even look, but... All right, 13-footer. Oh, that's a double, boys. Back to 1 over. That's a double. 148, playing 153, which sucks for me as a yardage. It's going to have to be a harder 9. Door's open in DLud if you're watching it. The door is open. 3 under to 1 under, just like that. All right, that was hit decent, but it's not drawing. Sit. Wow. Well, it would have been too much anyways, but if that drew, that would have been right over the flag. That was better contact. Playing well. What's up, Flying Feckin? Not too bad. I wouldn't say well. I'm just playing. I wouldn't say I appreciate it. I would say I'm playing better than what I did before, which was bad. I played probably the best. I've said this. Apologies to people that heard this, but I probably played the best I ever have in terms of like sim golf with that round yesterday at the 6 under. So I went from that, and I said, you know what, my swing feels good. I'm gonna go play on course to an absolutely abysmal round on course, and then my mind being scrambled between my best ever round and like one of my worst as of late. And now I played kind of crappy with Seadrum before, and now we're somewhat piecing something together, but a lot of these feel like luck. We've had some longer putts that have gone. All right, so it's going right to left at the start, and then it goes back the other way. It's probably going to be a touch more. Irons are on? I mean, I guess. They're better. I don't know about on. Again, like I was trying to draw that, and I was actually trying to get a little bit extra out of that. And the fact that I mean, 130 RPMs of side spin is like the babyest of baby fades. But again, same thing I was saying with driver before. It just sucks when like you're trying to hit very clearly one shot shape, and it just goes the complete opposite way. So you're like, all right, like that worked, but that's not at all what I was trying to do. That just seems like when it comes down to luck. But 13-footer. What did Uncle Tony say, though, Flying Fat Kid? What did Uncle Tony say? Let's go! Caw-caw! Back to 2 under. Caw-caw! Thirteenth hole, par 4. Where the heck are we going? Yeah, we don't have Flying Fat Kid distance. As much as I would like to think I do, I do not, so we can't do that. And even this is kind of a dumb line, but hopefully it draws. Luck is almost skill. It's close. You've said, at this point, you've said like 5 variations of the saying, and none of them are ever right. Send it. Uncle Tony said, luck is the residue of skill. You're saying the same thing. It's just, I've asked you, I think, a couple times now, or you've said it, and it's just, none of them have been what it is. Next time, though, Flying Fat Kid. Next time I ask you, I think you're going to nail it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sim drop, maybe. Oh, no. This is... Are you kidding me? How did that work out? The club twisted in my hand. I hit it. This is how open it was when I hit it. And that was way off the toe. It launched way right, and it spun off the planet right. And somehow we're 35 yards away. Out of the deep rough. So that's going to be another 6, 7. So we're 42, and then up, call it about 4. 46, so I want to try to hit this about 40. Then the stupid altitude. Love Uncle Tony. 270? Yeah, but I mean, that was pretty bad. I'm worried how poorly that was hit. I'm worried where that would have gone if I actually hit it well, and it wasn't a 31 spin axis to the right. It's weird, though. That was because it was so far off the toe, and my path was still in to out. it's weird that the backspin was as low as it was for how significant of a side spin and spin axis to the right. Usually you see super high backspin with a lot of side spin to the right, which is why people lose so much distance, but that was kind of an anomaly type of shot. All right, 40 yards. Let's see if we can cash in on that extreme luck. Oh, I thinned it. Go. 37, go. Not even close. Uncle Tony had something to do with that shot? Could have. I mean, Uncle Tony, he's still with us, so it's not like he's it's not like he's up above watching over me. But yeah, he might have. So 10, and then probably another 2.5 for the bunker, maybe even more. I think I want to hit this about 10 or 12. Or 17. I clipped it pretty clean. For par. Eight and a half, play 9.5. That's a pretty bad par, but that's a good par save. 2 under through 13, 14th hole, par 4. Do these just keep getting harder as we get closer to 18, it seems like? Like, where the heck are we going on these holes? I don't even know if I should hit driver. Like, that's Collider Central, and I can't go any further that way. Like, it's down 11 yards and the altitude. I don't think I can hit driver. I gotta go. I'll just change it. But what's the club up, club down? I usually don't use it. We're gonna go 3 wood. That should change the distance. Yeah. We're going 3 wood. We've got a halfway good score going, and I don't have any kind of distance to get over that. I don't think. And if I do, you're in not good stuff. FFK par. Rocks are soft. I guess that is true. I saw that it like almost acted as like sand last night, right? Either way, I mean 3 wood. I'll probably top this and it'll go nowhere. But I think this is the smarter play, whether it works out or not. I fell out of it. Are we blocked out? No, all right, we're all right, I think. That was pretty poor. Well, let's really hope we can. All right, this tree doesn't have a collider, so I think we can actually aim a little bit right. It's going to come out right. So we'll go there. Deep rough, 139. So that's going to be another 28 yards. 168. Going 8 iron. If we come up a little bit short and we're chipping around the green, it's not the worst thing. Wow. That didn't draw. That was bad. That was really bad. So the rough is going to neutralize the elevation. So we've got pretty much 25 straight up a half a yard. So I want to land this about 20. 21. All right. That works for a par. 15th hole, par 5. This is probably more craziness. All right, this is actually a little bit more normal. Circle shot, we'll take it. We'll take pars. I said before this that I'm definitely not 100%. I'm pretty sore and tired and whatnot. I played a few days straight now with a good amount of holes. And I was up late watching you goons messing around with GSPro on top of it. Well, I've been finding when I find myself kind of fatigued and not like 100%, I get more wayward and I'm leaving the face open, which kind of sucks. Like that. Oh, we got a window. We got a window. There's water right there, so maybe we don't. But I think we can play this. Oh, yeah, we got that all day. We're just going to keep this, so it's going to come out left. That's fine. We'll go there. This is dumb, but I'm hitting a 3-wood out of here. It's not going to go anywhere. But we're going right there, hopefully. Hey, DLud, if you're still in here watching this, how about how about an easier course next week? All right, that is perfect. That was actually hit halfway decent. 146, 231 raw. I mean, we lost like 100 yards. But from where we were, this is actually manageable hitting 3 into a 5. 128. Problem is, though, that's 6%. So it would be 12. So it's like 7. So we're down to like 120. So I want to hit this 115. Tree bounce, not quite. We escaped, though. We got out. Nice little 115 choke down pitching wedge. Hopefully another inner circle would be very nice. .118, but it's not drawing. Perfect distance, too, or close to it. That would have bounced outside the inner circle, but that was within the margin of error, somewhat. 8 yards out of the rough, which gets neutralized, but probably need to hit this about 5. Hey, I hit a 5 on the dot. I'll take that for par. Couple holes left for 2 under. Pretty sure I'm in the lead. I know. I'm just kidding. But it's not an easy course. Some of these tee shots are like I have no idea where to aim. It is cool though. When was you? I think you said I heard you say that this was one of the earliest fantasy courses that you came across. So I don't know if it's been updated, but do you know around about when this came out? Is this like 3-4 years old at this point? All right, this needs to draw. Even snap hook is probably fine, but it needs to draw. Where's that been all day? Get to 300. 301. Let's go. This is a long par 4. 129. Fortunately, I still think I've had a lot of these 3/4 shots. I think it's another 3/4 pitching wedge. It's not like 10% is going to be 13, so it's like 7. So I'm down to like 122, up 1, 123. I want to hit this like 118. That was pretty poor. That's going to miss. Oh boy, we're on a downslope. 10 yards, 12 and a half. I feel like they play more though 3 years ago. That's pretty cool. Shotmaker's course, yeah. I mean, it's just like target golf. So for me, someone that what did Flying Fat Kid say last night? Bomb and gouge. I'm definitely, I don't hit it as far as Flying Fat Kid, obviously, but I would consider myself more of that, to where I try to just swing hard and hopefully the tee shot ends up good. Something like this where you're trying, like you're forced to lay up, or it's like target golf, doesn't suit my game quite as well. Which I get. Don't get me wrong, there's a place for that, and there's people that really enjoy that. Just for me personally, that's not my favorite. Supposed to be 20. I was saying it's supposed to be 25%, but I feel like it plays more. Maybe not much. Hit it 11. Two holes left. 195. Down 11. I'm going 6. I mean, 10% is going to be 20, so that's 10 yards. And I'm not even. It's like 185 for me as a feel. I'm going 7. If I hit 6 good with that 3,000 feet, it's off the back of the green. And short is better than long. Now we just got to actually hit a good 7. Chunky. Face got held open. All right, just got to get up and down. No. Up and down again, maybe. Going 56. I think I'm going to try to hit this about 30. So it's going to come out left. This may come out pretty wonky. We're right on the edge of the lip. Go! I hit it 26. It actually came out decent. And that was a halfway decent bunker shot. I just missed my yardage by 3.4 yards, as if I'm good enough to do that, but 10 feet. It's not breaking a ton. Do I like that? One more click left. Hold it. That was lucky. That lip caught that. That right there, I said it before, that's the difference between like normal putting, where like the edge of it just like grabs the ball, versus hard putting or difficult putting, whatever it is, on the tips tour. That would have lipped out all day long. That's almost kind of like, I'm glad that went in, but that's almost kind of unrealistic. I get they do it just to like smooth out the HOAs and whatnot. All right. 2 under through 17, and this is rather daunting. Can we hit driver? I think we might be able to. It's down 2 feet. I think we'll go there. Hopefully let it draw. And as long as we hit it about 250 in the air, that should get us out there. Finish with a dart here. All starts with the tee shot, which has been very much so wayward here, DLud, but I am going to try. I do like, I will say, I mean, this is a tough hole, but I like being 2 under, because I said going into this I'd be happy if I tied with you. I thought I'd be like 10 over at this point. But we'll see what happens. Baby draw. Baby draw. It's so weird, like, it's just got to be because I'm tired and I'm not swinging as quick and closing the club. But those feel like the same swings that I've been accustomed to seeing for the last, like, 6 months be, like, negative 14 spin axis the other way. Bunker shot I just hit was unrealistic against the lip. Yeah, I hear ya. Door. Let's see what we got for colliders, boys. All right. So it's going to come out left. So it wants to go this way. But we could aim out this way, and it'll go left. There's OB there, and there's OB there. This, I guess, at least gives it a chance to go towards the pin. 132. Down 8. 136 there. We'll try that. Or it's 130 down 8. So 122 and then... Alright, so I gotta go low. Gotta go low, and I gotta punch this about 150. I think punch 7. Can we do it? Can we escape one more time? Kind of. I did try to hook it. I figured if we go around that tree, that's actually not too bad from there. Now, easy peasy. We're hitting 3. 19 yards. We're in the fairway. I'll probably blade this, but it's going to come out a little bit right. So we're going to go 2 clicks there. And 19, we want to hit this about 15. Sit, 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 sit. 16, sit. I knew it. I knew it. That took a firm bounce, too. All right, for par, so in theory, I could miss this a couple times and still be all right. All right, boys. Played halfway decent on the front, actually, but I would say that course gets a good amount more difficult on the back. From my experience, I don't know if Flying Fat Kid and DLud would concur, but that seemed much more narrow. Maybe I was just getting more and more tired, but that seemed like it was a struggle there. Like, we saved some pretty good pars on that back, and that was a pretty good finish to keep it clean. Besides 11 with the double, I mean, not bad. 4 birdies, 1 double, the rest were pars. Down below is obviously stroke play, normal fairways, normal greens, 10 stimps, blue tees. You can see the rest. Take a look at the old stats. 9 pars, 3 birdies, 1 double, 301 longest drive, 274. Helps with the 6% boost with the 3,000 feet, but 152 average, 153, almost 154 was the best. 75 feet of putting, 17 putts, 3 sand saves, about 45 minutes. 5 out of 13 greens regulation and 2 out of 10 fairways. Bomb and gouge, boys, or in my case, try to bomb and try to gouge. All in all, though, I think we're in first place. I believe DLud. Nice finish, appreciate it. Are you the DLud course champion? Possibly. I don't know. He has it set. There's definitely, I think it's open to anyone. He's going to do handicap, so maybe not. I don't know what DLud's handicap is. He's doing handicap like net winners. So my 2 under could end up being like even or +1. So maybe, maybe not. Gross winner right now, I'm leading. So not a winner, but I'm in the lead gross. But that doesn't really matter much. And I mean, anyone that does these, it's fun if you play well and you happen to be towards the top of the leaderboard. But this is more so just for fun, like supporting DLud. These leagues are fun. People can pick different courses. So this is more for funsies, and then like the competition's kind of like a added bonus. But I mean, whether I shot 2 under or 20 over, I probably would have been a lot more down in the dumps with 20 over. But this is all more for fun, and then take the SGT a little bit more serious, if that makes sense. But I'm pretty tired. That went halfway decent, but honestly, I don't think I have any more holes or swings in me. It's 7:15. Probably pack this up and actually try to get to bed early. Good round. Appreciate it. I am in the lead, Flying Fat Kid, but we'll see if it stands. I think DLud said it's open to anyone, so someone like JT Walsh pops in there, and then I'm toast. But is anyone, before I sign off, is anyone playing tonight? Flying Fat Kid, you streaming tonight or what? That was a good time last night. This is a major. DLud, you playing tonight if you're in here? Flying Fat Kid? I like, I'm a psycho, so if I'm not playing sim golf, which I do a lot, I like watching other people do it, especially like stuff like this, which is the cool part of the leagues. You're like familiar with the other people that do it, especially if like Flying Fat Kid was streaming it, like DLud, and it's cool playing a course, whether it's the leagues or SGT, and then seeing someone like that day or the day later play the course that's like very fresh in your mind. It's cool seeing what other people like, what line last night with Flying Fat Kid, what line he was taking off the tees, going for it. It's cool seeing that stuff. Hey, first, you're last. Not tonight. Team of GSPro pissed you off? Yeah, that sucks. Did you figure out? I saw someone posted in one of the Facebook groups, Sean, that error message you got last night, whatever, like the version of the course or whatever. I think honestly, I've been telling you, I really don't think it's anything to do with what like you're either doing or not doing. I just think you are unlucky with a GSPro that's Timu GSPro that's buggy. I don't think you're doing anything or not doing anything. And even like we were saying, Boogeyman Bills was jacked up last night too. His was working a little bit better than yours, but his was all saying par threes, and even when he was loading up Exeter, it said T-Love, and then it switched to C-Drum, which shouldn't have been the case. And like you loading up a sim tournament and it bringing you to the completely wrong course, that's not anything you're doing. All right, well, I'm yapping. Might as well save this. Shout out DLud. I probably would have tied him if he didn't happen to be in here and reset me to hole 6 from that tee read. that would have been at least a stroke worse, if not more, because I would have been in the deep rough hitting driver. So I do appreciate that. Same course, only different lines. Might later. Dinner after I finish this. Saw someone else had the same error. He at least had the right course, I know. That was just crazy. Like I couldn't believe my eyes when you guys were doing that. Like how many errors. It was like nothing that you guys were doing. You were just trying to do what you usually do on GSPro, and it seemed like whatever you guys were doing, just none of it worked. And I feel like we like troubleshooted a lot of different things. Like I feel like we tried like 10 different things, like beta, stable, 5 different rooms, different courses, clearing the cache, reloading the courses, shutting down GSPro. It was pretty wild. All right, triple. Oh, triple threat, Roy. I thought it was late triple bogey. Sorry, late triple threat, Roy. My bad. I don't know why. Was that your name before? Or am I just like imagining things? I thought it was late triple bogey, which is kind of a cool name. But unless there's any pressing comments, questions, or concerns, you guys can hit me up on Discord if there's anything. I think I'm gonna sign out here and clean this stuff up and take a shower, eat some food, and then possibly watch Boogeyman Bill play some SGT or something. I think though, in terms of schedule, I really need to get out here tomorrow and record a couple of videos, but I'm planning on playing. Hopefully my back feels all right. Probably around maybe 2 o'clock or so, 2 p.m. tomorrow. I'm planning on, if I feel good enough, only playing 18 tomorrow. I'm just doing that second round of SGT Pro, and hopefully I'm 6 under right now after round 1. I really want to play well. If I'm not feeling it tomorrow, maybe I'll do it like Sunday morning. I have an Easter brunch I'm going to, so maybe if I don't feel good tomorrow, it could be Sunday, either in the morning or possibly when I get back from Easter festivities. You've had triple bogeys? But that's the game plan. I appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to the members. Flying Fat Kid, Boogeyman Bill. I don't know if there was any other members in here. But appreciate you guys watching, members or not. And I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, you like to know how I got Hosel? There really wasn't a whole lot behind it. If you're still in here, I know I just said I was seeing you on the next one, but I just wanted to do something that like wasn't my name, so like a little bit like beyond just like tying it to me. So instead of like Rick Shields Golf, I just wanted to be more of like not a brand, but like something kind of like bigger than like whether I was a part of it or not kind of thing. And then had to search what was available. And then 2, I feel like it's almost a double entendre, like a double meaning of the Hosel Rocket Golf, meaning like sometimes I can hit it pretty far and pretty good, being the rocket part, and then other times I'm capable of literally hitting a Hosel rocket and shanking it and playing terrible. So that's kind of that was the thought process. That was about all that went into it. And I mean, I just tried to look up like what like kind of cool golf names like Fried Egg Golf, Hosel Rocket Golf, just something kind of like funny, lighthearted. But yeah, that's about it. But all right, guys, I'll catch you on Discord. If you have any questions, just hit me up on Discord. I'm checking that pretty frequently. But appreciate you guys watching, and I'll either see you tomorrow or on Sunday for round 2 of the Pro Tour at Harbor Links. See ya.